Hello, everybody. Hello. Let me start at the top here. Welcome. Tina, wifey. Congrats on first. Thank you for being here. Congrats on second, DD. And third for Radical. Ready to excavate Bob's Barrow? I can't wait. What we're all here for. Toadus, welcome. Hello. Hellos from everybody. Bob's Barrow. Ah, right, yes. Bob's Barrow is normally the weekend. Basic news. Yes, banoffee custard creams. They're okay. Bit too sweet for me, although I can still obviously eat them since I have done. But yeah, they're a bit... they're okay. Better than apple ones previously. Internet hugs and cookies. Thank you, Dee. Very kind. Lurk in the background because you got work. That's no problem, Radical. I appreciate it. Hope your work goes well and you're having a good day. Hope everyone is having a good day. Or had a good day in some people's cases. Thank you for the hydrate, Dee. 1 second. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. I think there's just bubbles in my drink. Oh, it's slightly unnerving when you tip a bottle of water and you see bits moving. You're like, ooh, no, it's just bubbles. The remaining banoffee biscuits might... Yeah, go for it. But yes, welcome back, everybody. We are here to play more Bob's Barrow. It is a much brighter day today than it was yesterday. Which is, yesterday I was just feeling quite knackered. And I sometimes put this down to the fact that, you know, sunny days are quite energizing. And you sit there and go, wow, it's sunny, I want to do things. And they're warmer as well. And then suddenly you get a cold, sort of cloudy day, or cooler at least, you know, especially during the summer months. And you just suddenly go, do you know what? I do not want to do a thing today. So yeah, yesterday was a bit meh. It kind of got to streaming time and I went, not really up for this. And as well as I was kind of hoping a parcel would come, but it didn't. So it may come today, but may not. Who knows? With parcels. I'm solar power. I am solar power. Yes, yeah. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, so yeah, hope you've all had a good week so far. It is Friday. Yay! Those of us who can tune into it, I believe it's a bit difficult for some people across the Atlantic, but it is Eurovision tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to. I do enjoy Eurovision. I think it's sometimes sometimes I get to the end of it and I go, oh, it wasn't too great this year. But it's more about the spectacle than the actual performances most of the time, you know. I do enjoy it. I wonder what this year's theme will be. It always seems to be sort of like a musical style that everyone follows, and then there'll be some outlier randomly that's either a joke or is really, you know, sort of a winning different kind of hit, a bit like for anyone who's in the know, back when the Lordy won, so many years ago now, they that year in particular was an awful lot of like, if I recall correctly, there's an awful lot of ballads that year, and Lordy were heavy metal, and so they just stood out. They were so much different compared to heard the theme was singing. Yes. They've decided to change it this year. It's a bold new strategy. Do you know what though? Because was it a couple of years ago? Not that many, but God, could it be 3 now? Australia were competing and they had now who were they? This is going to frustrate me, so I'm going to have to look this up. Was it Voyage? Eurovision. Voyage. Well, typing that in doesn't get me what I'm looking for, so maybe not. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Voyager, sorry. Of course, it was Voyager. Dingoes to eat the babies, or anyone who plays above. Yes, yeah. Be right back, no problem, Diddy, thank you. Yeah, the 70s had gone disco, apart from Ireland, who had Dana singing a ballad. The ballad won as it stuck out. Exactly, yes. But no, yes, yeah. Voyager, sorry, but yeah, Promise. That's a really good song. I really liked that. And it's frustrating in the fact they couldn't win, because as I understand it, Australia's allowed to compete. I don't know, because it's part of the Commonwealth, but they're not, or I say, is it because they're part of the Commonwealth, or is it just because they're like, you know, yeah, we like you? You know, it's a bit like America was allowed to compete at one point as well. But they're not allowed to win because they're not part of the original Eurovision lineup as such. They're just being sort of invited to the party. And, you know, I'm not too fussed most of the time, but I think Voyager really should have won that one. That was a really good, well, I think it's Commonwealth related. They're fair enough. Dana International, who competed many years later. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, that's when her career had expanded. But no, yeah. And so that was a really good one. And so it is a shame sometimes, more often than not, I think that the people who won are not the ones I think should win. It's not usually the ones I like that win, but I don't know why exactly. I don't know what that says exactly about my musical taste. I think it's quite reasonable. But yeah, it's a shame that sometimes he's coming. Although I believe, I think I heard that the lead singer of Voyager was had an issue with he'd been sick in the last couple of years. I think like throat cancer or something like that. It was pulling through last I heard, but that's very unfortunate. It's a shame. That was a really it's just a really good. I like the song. It's a good performance. It's quite fun. Anyway, I would argue with you about Lordy as the best winner. They were good. They were obviously the best on the show at the time. If we want to word it that way. No, I think it's all political. True. No, I think one of the best winners for me has to be. Was this 2000 or 2001? Now, who was this? Let's have a look. You're in 2000. Yeah, the Olsen brothers. Fly on the Wings of Love. That's a really catchy song. I think that's my favourite. It's a really good tune. And at the time, the crowd fucking loved it. Although, I mean, I think when we put in Sam Ryder a couple of years ago, that was a damn good entry from our pine. I was very happy with that one. Normally our stuff's shit, and I'm like, why the hell did we put these people in? But that was a really good one, and he did well, deservedly so, I think. My favourite winner. I want to argue with it. No, it's fair enough. well, it's too late. No, I'm kidding. No, it's fair enough. But anyway, right, enough about Eurovision. That's happening tomorrow. That's going to be a fun weekend. Yeah, it's been a pretty love you too, love you. Yeah, and it's been just a not a lot happening couple of days. I've been playing some Star Trek Online, catching up with I had to start a whole new character because I say had to, obviously there's no necessity to, but they're running for anyone who cares, they're running an event at the moment where if you start a specific new character during the event, they get granted special perks because they're called a temporal agent. I know this doesn't mean anything to anybody who doesn't care, but it was just it just means that basically I haven't even finished my longest running character in game is about a decade old at least, I would say. And because I dip in and out normally just to like do events, I haven't really focused on a lot. So my character, like my most prolonged character, still hasn't seen all that the game has to offer, like in any event, really. So I sort of kick myself sometimes about missing things. Go to look now. No, that's fair enough. Thank you. But things in the past, but whatever. You know what you can do. I just try to keep on top of the stuff I can. Anyway, but considering that I've never completed a character, having to start a new one is like a big thing, and it's doubly frustrating in the fact that I recently started a new character because you get multiple. It's an MMO, so you get multiple specialties, and so I was just like, you know what? I just feel like starting a character with a different specialty, just see what the intro's like and different style of gameplay, and because I'm playing on Xbox and PC as well, so double the fun. So not too long ago I started a new character, and I was like, oh, this would be great, but you can't transfer that character into the new promotional type of character. It has to start a whole new character. So now I have like 4 instead of the 3 that were a bit of a juggle. I've now got 4. Again, there's no like major issue. It's just a game, play it as and when. But there's a lot to catch up on at times. But anyway, so I did that, and that's what I've been doing. Thank you for the like, Dee Dee. No problem. Yeah, and that's been it. So yeah, I hope you've all had a good week. Now this is Friday. Yeah, not lots happened here. So let's just get back into the game, which is, right, where were we? It's all about goblins now, isn't it? Oh, yes, because I had to finish, because it was coming up. I didn't know how long it was going to be. Was it? I think I had to go get lunch. I was dying. But we're looking to, that's it. We have a violin bow that we need to string from horsehair. Now we have the resin from a tree stump. We have the horse, but we can't get the hair from the horse because it's too, like, fidgety and anxious. So we need to calm it down by giving it some treats. So we have to find some horse treats. That's what we're doing, and that's where we were. And I didn't know how long that was going to take last time, so that's kind of where we left off. So we're a bit of a loose end, which I don't like starting a game on, but what are you going to do? Anyway, right, so where are we? Let's get things started. Steam, please. There we go. Get into it. Game's going to start up any second now. I'll just get on the screen anyway, preemptively. Might as well. And I think I turned this up again. No, that's not too bad. Okay, yeah. I mean, what a way to start a game. It's awesome. Hello? just done that thing where I've lost my mouse again. Hang on, I've got to start again. Why didn't it grab my mouse? It's a bit weird. Okay. It's starting again. There we go, it's got my mouse, I know that. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're all good. How weird. I know that last time that happened was because I clicked out a window while it was loading. I appreciate that, but I didn't do anything this time. Weird. Okay, there we go. Got my mouse. Nice. Now actually, if I click loads, talk to Leonard. Okay. Nice. Nice. I did a reminder.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Miss Spearman. Okay. Right, yes, of course, because we looked at this and went, what the hell?
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
I don't even know where he is at the moment. He wasn't in his house. Maybe the time has changed so we can go back and find him?
I've still not been able to get...
Is that perhaps you could...
Oh, okay. That's weird. We can repeat that dialogue.
What else can you tell me about this sax knot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
Do they?
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
How often have you heard someone talking about their dreams? Guilty, I know. And just gone, why the fuck am I listening to this? Do they make good stories?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my health went to buggery.
Not to buggery.
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villages to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want for nought here.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you
Well, tell me
yourself
again.
said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
You know, chickens really are a blessing. Not only do they taste nice, but you feed them corn and let them live on out. They're outside, you know, they'll eat the occasional bug or whatever, and they just produce eggs. Obviously not all the time, I know that, and you know, you have to still look after them to a degree, but it's very handy.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
Yeah. Hates people on his land. Bit of a weird contradiction. They keep alluding to the fact that Lord Panswick... Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Keep alluding to the fact that Lord Panswick You know, he's got a church on his land, and nobody knows to which god it's going to be dedicated. That's the one. Interesting. I wonder if that will really come into play, or if it's just a bit of, just background story.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
Okay.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass. I had no intention of giving you the runaround.
You just didn't bother
Again,
doing anything.
I can only apologise.
Lazy ass.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Well, the alcohol's not going to help.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about me.
Yes, phone, can I help you?
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
Mm-hmm.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
See, and that suggests he knows more than he's letting on. Just in that regard. Bring God back. Does he really care? Is that why he wants into the Barrow? Is there something in there that he needs for his ill-gotten worship of Cthulhu?
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more later.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being. There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
Oh?
I've stored my case in there. A box within a box.
Yes.
I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty. I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
Weird that we can use the bowl even. Wonder what for. When a horse won't want a worm, will it? It wants a sweet treat. So again.
Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years.
Oh.
The drawers don't open. I can't store anything in them even if I wanted to.
Okay.
The drawers don't open.
Right. He says that, but I'm sure there's something we could be done.
The drawers don't...
Okay. A no then. Fine. Where do we get... Again, of course, we have this lady out here, don't we? Setting up her stall. Taking her time.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's not really later at all then.
Good day.
Hey up.
Do you know what? I said I wasn't going to do this, but it may be the only thing left to do.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
No need to be insulting.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Okay. It didn't yield much. Oh, jeez. I forgot to double-click teleports here. Didn't yield much, but maybe at least moved something on somewhere. Took us a step in the right direction.
They are still locked.
I guess, I mean, let's face it, in real life, if you really wanted in, you'd just hop over them, wouldn't you? Do I really care? Probably not. Trying to think, where's... Oh god, no, not this guy. Ah, right, okay. I was trying to remember my way around, basically. We head back to Bryden's place. Maybe he's there now? Maybe the goat has an apple we could borrow. Oh, another flashback? Oh.
Mummy,
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
what are you burning?
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Oh.
Mummy looks angry.
Okay. We can't actually do as we're told anyway. Oh.
Abrax.
Yes.
Mummy, what is this?
Waste. Burn it.
Ooh, okay. That was probably, Alright, so that was more to do with the dig. Ah, yes, here we are, okay. He hath returned.
He's doing well to be maintaining all this land at his advanced stage. Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss,
I...
I'll stop you there. I know what you're going to ask. No, I haven't changed my mind. There'll be no digging here, lass.
Mr. Bryden, allow me to explain. There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh,
Yes, can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
the answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
what do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
My god, it's a chicken.
I waited for what felt like an age. I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me.
Ooh.
The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog. Finally,
Rolling?
Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
From Barrow. Oh.
Incredible! A pear!
Yes.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be important, so I kept it safe. Fate is clearly playing a part in your arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there. Tongue-tied too, the man were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred, I know it.
Mr. Bryden, we must rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment.
Listen to the
I
caveat.
don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries, Mr. Bryden.
I'd rather you don't. Now then, I've got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck,
Yeah.
lass.
Jesus.
Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
Hey,
And like that, I finally had permission to excavate Hobbs' Barrow.
finally.
As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of. You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me?
Because a child can't understand.
To protect me? To stop me from following in his footsteps? You failed.
Well, yeah, because if she wanted you to stop, she would have warned you of what could come from what he was doing, not something else.
And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no.
Okay. Let's not blame him. You were persistent to a point where you were saying you were never going to give up. So let's not blame him for finally relenting to your annoying onslaught.
You should have never given me that stone.
Anyway, keep looking. Hello, goat. Do you have any apples?
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Yeah. Okay, no. I'll take a quick trip up here just in case that reveals anything I should be looking at.
Someone has carved the letters AR into the stone.
Again. Yeah, again, the only R I can think of is roach. Yeah. Time will tell. So maybe now the market will be open. Maybe there. Our window again. Maybe there we can buy an apple or something similar. Well, we can't buy anything, can we? Maybe we can trade it. Ooh.
Miss Tompkins looks more anxious every time I see her. Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Ma'am?
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
I'm waiting for Mr. Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him. You are in the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye. He employs Arthur Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Yes, you said that bit.
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me. But she'll be
I'll
even
take the risk.
crosser if I come back without fresh milk.
Oh, it's fresh. I only
So
have a
do we have a deal?
bucket of
Aye.
rancid milk. Will
Bring
that
me
help?
some milk, and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye, he should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only the freshest milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it. I hope misfortune hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
Okay.
Who is Miss Fenchurch?
His lordship's housekeeper.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Does it?
Why?
Yeah.
Dunno, just a feeling.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
Thank you, ma'am. But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose, won't you?
I will.
No, because he is now my competitor. Pie?
Can I
Pie.
interest you in a pie? Finest mutton in all the county. 2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
He's selling an assortment of greasy meat pies and Scotch eggs.
Nice. Aha. Apple seller.
A jolly-looking fellow. He'd make a fine snake oil salesman. Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house like?
It looks questionable, does it? Well, we're hopefully going to give it to a horse anyway.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
That's fine. Horse won't mind.
She looks rather grumpy. The box is full of various sprouts and onions. Nothing particularly tempting.
Can I have meanders? Yeah.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things.
Herbs.
Welcome to have a gander.
I'll be sure to browse. Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Sorry. Right. I saw the man just walk past. We'll catch him later. He didn't look like a milkman, so we're okay. Now. Apple to horse.
Hey, girl. Would you like an apple? She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
Oh, bums.
That's not mine to take.
I don't care.
I could tether a horse here if I had one.
How about untether a horse? Interesting. So we finally get an apple and it's one we don't need because it's too rotten.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Okay, so no milkman. Okay. I'll try this way just in case. If anybody in here has changed what they're doing. Oh, what's this? Sugar cubes. Oh my god.
I prefer my tea hot and fresh. I already took one.
One? Is that all? Okay, so then maybe there's like a bit of a bait and switch. Not the apple at all. We're going to use it, maybe. But not for the horse. Sugar cube.
Here, girl. Eat this.
Yum, yum, yum.
Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
One sugar cube.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Need quite a bit for a bow, to be fair. But, you know. Just about make out this here.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
Sweet. Bowstring on the bow.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Sweet. Okay. Now, do we go straight back and give it to the child now? Might as well. We don't need specifically to speak to the apple seller. I wonder what that is about. Do need milk. Don't know where he is. Sure, let's go have a look. Here she is. Boo.
Look what I have for you.
Oh. Blimey, it's good. Oh. Oh.
My head is spinning. What happened? Hello?
Yeah.
Where did she go? The girl has left her fiddle behind. The girl left her fiddle behind. I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
Abandoned fiddle. Strange incident at the Devil's Toe. Yes. Hopefully we won't out for so long that we've missed the milkman. That would be a shame. No, okay. Market seems to be the same. I wonder where he comes from. The milkman, I mean. Or maybe we can give the apple to the goat and that'll get us some milk. Don't want rancid stuff, obviously. We've done any digging this summer. Welcome, hello. How you doing? No, we have not done anything yet, although we have gained permission to dig. But we're now looking for the aid of some labourers to help us on the dig, which means we've got to speak to the Lord. Oh, do you know what? I've played Thimbleweed Park, but I don't think I've got to that bit. I've heard the reference to digging. The Lord. Yeah. Lord Panswick. We've got to try and get a meeting with him to get hold of some labourers who are going to help us with the dig. So now we need to get hold of some milk. I think it may be goat's milk we might be looking for. Oh no. But I'm going to have to give it a try. Play more Thimbleweed Park. I do. I have been. I have it. I got it free on Epic. If you were enjoying it. I was. Yeah, I just I do remember last time I played I kind of got a little stuck, but you know, obviously point and clicks, these things aren't insurmountable. Unless they're unless they happen to be like a Sierra game or something. Some of them
I
are
should ask Mr. Bryden for permission before attempting to milk his goat.
Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. No, yes, yeah, just it's just one of those, because I've got it on PC, I haven't got round to playing more of it, so to speak, you know. That's it.
What do you want?
Immoral.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
Damn it, keep on. Well, at least we know it's a nanny goat. Not immortal milking. Right, okay. But we...
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Oh, it is empty. It just smells. Okay.
Hey girl, would you like an apple?
Definitely heard it in other games before. His voice was familiar, but I can't say which or where.
The grumpy thing isn't interested.
Can we play the fiddle?
I should leave the goat alone.
What?
I should leave the goat alone.
No, but we wanna milk it.
All right, we're doing this.
The goat's owner. Yes, yeah. Ugh. The hell? Oh, this is Samuel? A dead brother?
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
Exactly. But anyway, back to the goat. Oh, damn it, I missed.
I'm not going near that thing again.
Well, then how are we supposed to get any
I'm not going near that thing again.
milk out of it? Okay, well, we got the bucket, I guess.
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
My wife would say I'm beyond any help, I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
Oh my god, okay.
Go rest for a while. Ta-ra now.
This quest chain is getting longer and longer. So now we have to give him something for his joints so that he'll milk the cow, so that we give the cow to the maid so that we can go and meet the guy for some labourers to dig the barrow. Did we ever actually dig any barrows in this game? Insane. Okay, well, let's face it. Who's best to help with aching joints? Probably Mother, what's her name? In the woods. She knows all sorts about helping people. Have to trust the... Okay. We'll work with it. But anyway, sorry, yes, I asked... did I ask, actually? How are you doing? Are you feeling any better? I hope you are. No worries if not, of course, that's not your fault.
I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it. I'll fetch it for you now, all right?
Oh. Great.
Daddy,
I'm
you
still
must
being
remember
Oh, I'm
this,
sorry.
the day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation.
Flaring up. That's good, yes.
Where should I put it?
Terrible time of year for allergy sufferers. They're very unfortunate. I'll put it on the shelves. Apparently.
Mother took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway.
Oh, perfect spot is over here. Okay.
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely.
Most horrible time of year. It's unfortunate because I think it looks the nicest.
I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
Yeah, unless you happen to live somewhere that's very, you know, you get sort of the vibrant colours of autumn. I think that looks very nice as well. But ultimately, I think we're still technically springtime, sort of, almost. I think that's sort of my favourite time of year generally. It's not the arid heat of summer, but it is greener and brighter than winter. And although after summer a nice cool autumn tends to sort of hit the spot as well. But like I said, here we don't quite have the colours of some places, so it doesn't look as nice. It just looks dreary because everything's dying. Something fair, yes, yeah. Except winter. Winter sucks.
Good day.
Wow. I know.
Yes.
No, I don't know. It's odd. I really like autumn, except for the spiders. I really like springtime, except for the spiders. I really like summer, except for the heat and dryness. And winter it can be cozy, but the problem is I tend to find, especially with English winters, we don't get like a snowy winter. Winter and spider hate it. True, confirmed. We don't get like a nice snowy winter, like I said. We just get it's just dreary, and that's just dull, and that's a shame. I think that's ultimately, except for maybe things that happen during winter. Like we have a nice sort of, we have Christmas and New Year and celebrations, which are usually there to try and detract from the dreariness of it all. Besides that, I can't really think of anything positive about winter itself. Really, it just doesn't. Except maybe there's kind of less spiders, but these days it's getting so warm all year round that it doesn't seem to be making a difference. This place has an unfortunate amount of them. I mean, not like an excessive amount, but we've seen lots of little tiny ones. I have no idea where the hell they're coming from. 2 big ones, bastards. Already. We've only been here a couple of months. I barely saw anything in the last year at the old place. Yes, not happy. You'd think a brand new, airtight building, it should be fine, but no. Bastards get in everywhere. Right, aches and
Do you
pains.
know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
Don't get judgy, lady.
Yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you need to make it?
A worm and an apple.
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can
Flirtwort?
make the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
Flirtwort? Yeah. What the hell's flirtwort?
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley.
Oh.
It's a perennial shrub that bears small
Oh,
white
okay.
flowers.
Up by the beck.
You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Yep.
Thank you.
I know where some is.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Okay.
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Oh, damn. They've both got tiny white flowers. Okay. Well, one of them is up by the beck. That's easy enough. The water flirtation. Out of the moors, over the moors. A shallow grave and I'll lay me down. Get some flirtwort for Martina.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry.
That was worth asking about, then, I guess. She's still picking berries. This is like hours later. Anyway, right, okay. Gotta go find little white flowers everywhere. See, I called this a breck earlier. I didn't mean to. See, I was thinking of brook, but then no, they call it a beck. So I just got the two mixed up. So this shrub here is going to be what I
This
need.
looks like it might be elderflower.
Right,
I'll
this is
take some.
elderflower. Okay. Right. Now we're looking for flirtwort. Again, little white flowers. Might find some out on the moors. I mean, usually means sort of the opposite direction, doesn't it, really? Just have a quick look round. Oh, good night, Bob. Careful, Vicky. God, I don't know what he... Right, the cat is obsessed with laying on things. The lyrics were from the Smiths, Suffer Little Children. Right, okay. I could tell they were lyrics, but I didn't know what from. I wasn't going to embarrass myself by asking. Kids being murdered and buried in the moors. Oh, right, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, the cat is obsessed lately with laying on things that are too small for him. And of course, he then sort of dozes off to a point where he's unstable and he just falls off. Manchester specifically. Yes, yeah, the Moors murders. So much to answer for. Yes, oh.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry.
Okay.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again.
Was I in your way?
Which work is that quote from?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's gone. Okay. Interesting. Bunny. There's the bunny. Yay. I don't recall seeing any white flowers here, but it's worth a check. Oh, he got his washing in at last. Did he leave his door open?
Mr. Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
He is, I just wanted to break in anyway. Okay. No. Nothing here, okay. So I wonder what the devil's toe has to do with it. Is it calls it a cairn. Is there actually something buried underneath it? Interesting to know. Mushroom. Back here again. Little white flowers. Nope. Check up by the Barrow, might as well. Yeah, I don't recall seeing any light that stood out anywhere else, but... Oh, we can go further this way? Oh, only a little bit, okay. Didn't consider that before. It does look straight, like, so angular. It's not just piled dirt. It's not a mound as such. It looks almost like it's a box with grass on it. The Barrow, true, yes. Right. Trying to think where could be looking. Flirt water. Oh, okay. Just a passerby. Nothing to see here. No, okay. Out on the moors. It was flirt what she was talking about, perhaps. The moors, wasn't it?
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Who this by now? This is the fourth stream by now. I should know. Excrement. Don't need any of that yet. Maybe the barman will know.
Do you have any fresh milk
No,
going
okay.
spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. Goodbye.
See you soon.
I'll flirt with you. Ooh. Oh my.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
No.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman.
Oh wait, hang
We'll
on.
speak more later.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
We can tell him something
Miss
different, actually.
Bateman.
Mr. Bryden has given me permission to excavate Hobbs' Barrow.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence.
Mm-hmm. Are you?
When do we start?
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Do you have any milk going spare? Okay.
I don't need to use the filthy lavatories.
What about the clean ones? Mr. Bateman. Yes. Okay.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Okay. We don't care about her.
Good day.
How did you like your apple?
I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up. That's slander, that is.
No, it's not.
Don't you
It's
be going
true.
around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
But you are. That's not slander. Idiot. Disgusting. Yeah,
Perhaps
exactly.
You'd be more interested in a Scotch egg. Freshly made, just 1 penny each.
No, thank you.
Chapman, I'm going wild. Leaving you to it.
Good day.
Do you have any milk for me, Mum?
That's all we need.
Not yet, Miss Tompkins.
Oh dear.
No sign of Mr. Ambrose?
I'm afraid not.
Good day.
Hey up.
You up?
What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I'm a blacksmith, not a cattle farmer.
Quite. Thanks for your time.
Oh.
Aye. Speak to you later.
I mean, you're not allowed to buy milk. You could have some. Follow that lady. Oh, okay. We've got one. Well. Thank you, Dini. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. Bit stuffy. Oh, yes, of course. Didi, I hope you had a good day yesterday. Hope you had a happy birthday. Was it yesterday? It was yesterday. No, was it yesterday? No, it was the day before, wasn't it? Because I skipped a day streaming. Sorry. My apologies. Hope you had a good day on Wednesday. Yes, 2 days ago. Sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just missed a day. How could I forget? I didn't. Just like you. I forgot which day was which, not the day that it happened. But I hope it was good either way. But thank you for the hydrate. Sorry, I did that while I was muted. It's sniffy. Yo, birth, yeah. Right, anyway. You.
Good day.
Yes?
I have some elderflowers here.
Show me. No, this is not elderflower. It's
What?
cowbane.
What?
An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh, God.
Oh,
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within
Pizza
a
and
hedgerow
cheesecake?
or a
Oh,
private
nice.
garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs
Shrubbery?
can grow in
Yeah.
all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Wait, so instead of private garden, maybe, right? So maybe we have to get the milk first and go see the Lord up at his house, and then his garden might have some elderflower in it. Again,
Where can I
flirtwort.
find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you.
Out on the moors again. We've seen all that the moors have to offer so far. And I'm not seeing any.
Farewell.
Wait, but then we need the poultice to get the milk. Because he's going to milk the goat. God damn it. You haven't seen all they have to... Apparently not, no. Oh, nice. Well, that's lovely. See, pizza, cheesecake, and fire. What could go wrong? I mean, that's the best day.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Shan't. Fire! Yes. Okay, so gotta keep it. So I picked up one flower, and it's none of the two we need. One's potentially in a private garden. The other one will be around the moors. See if Cyril can help. Set ablaze the barrow of hob. Sounds like probably the best idea, to be honest.
Bugger off!
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
Okay. Bugger off, yes. Exactly, yeah. Well, we know it's not at the train station, so there's no point for that. Oh, she just... just walked through the wall. Okay. Sure. Not on the
This
moors.
must belong to someone. I should leave it alone.
Wonder where the... Oh, hello. Oh, it's Mr. Lance.
This must belong to Mrs. de
Plancy.
Plancy.
The Plancy.
Mrs. de Plancy is a kind, God-fearing woman.
She's very clever little eye. The top of the... Heat rising from the lid. Candles forces it to spin. Oh, okay. That sounds really interesting. Nice.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb.
Yes.
He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Tower garden, you say?
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
It does sound rather
I
pleasant.
thought we were there already.
It's a
Exactly,
shame
yes.
he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
Somewhere.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like.
Okay.
Were it in the graveyard? Oh, I don't know. Best wait till he gets back, pet.
I found out my father visited Bewley some 25 years ago. William Bateman.
Yes, we
perhaps
very
you
much are
remember
in the
him?
countryside, yes.
Bateman? William Bateman?
This
I
is all
remember
relative.
a William Baldwin. He were a right miserable sod.
Billy
My
Baldwin?
father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
My father took part in an excavation at Hobbs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters related to the church. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful.
Convenient.
What do you make of these stones?
They are not Christian. I'm certain of that.
I
Well, they're made of
agree.
gold, aren't they?
Much
They're
older, I
stones.
feel.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth of today.
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individual families.
What?
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
Why would you have to climb in and out? I thought they opened.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlaw?
No, never mind.
They're fucking there. Dirty Christian sex.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't, pet.
Not to worry. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
That's not mine to interfere with.
Damn. Okay.
I've no time for such things.
Okay, so we know he keeps his spare key outside somewhere. She mentioned potentially the graveyard, so it could be there, but I wonder.
In memory of William Ager. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Oh?
It would take me a month of Sundays to scratch away the plaster with a knife.
Like she owns you. Creepy.
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
Oh?
The plaster is thicker than it looks.
Oh.
The trowel is too blunt.
Damn. Oh, chisel?
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
Excuse me.
Despite the cracks, the plaster is stronger than it looks. I can't break through it. In memory of George Paxton. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Okay.
In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Okay. So it was finding the right one.
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
I'll dick you down. Oh, nice. What an invitation.
There's a key behind here. This has to be
Sweet.
Father Roach's spare.
Hey, Big Banner, hello, welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're well. We're doing perfectly legal, normal things to a church, of course. All fine. Sorry for the time.
Capital.
All to be expected, don't worry. And up we go. It is approximately 5 o'clock. All things to check. You sly dog. What's this one?
A small label on the pot reads
Flirtwort.
Flirtwort.
Nice.
This is just what I need.
It is indeed. I've still got to find some elderflower. Stinking cold, but otherwise okay. Oh no. Well, the worst time of year for a cold as well. Springtime. Should be coming up for summer and warmth. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you recover quickly. Last thing anybody needs. Yeah, we're doing fine, thank you. All good here. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Father Roach has amassed quite the collection here. I don't wish to disturb it.
No recreating hot fuzz here. I
should put the key back.
Oh, okay, she's going to do it on her own. Interesting. Well, I mean, that's fair, but...
There. I hope that stays on.
Okay. We got one of them.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
Interesting. I mean, what that's about.
That's a peculiar idea.
It is. But, you know, it could be useful.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
Oh, no, it's not to be found here. Nope.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
Fine. Right, so flirtwort. Not often found, probably in a... I think, did you mention elderflowers possibly in a private garden as well? I'm forgetting which one is which now. I honestly can't remember. It's rather the same thing, exactly.
What a peculiar name. The Devil's Toe.
Didn't mean to click on that.
I can't quite see the resemblance myself.
Have you ever met the devil? You know what the toes look like? They aren't the ones who have found me. Them will thus punch you for robbing them. Yeah.
The Devil's Toe, a local landmark.
No point going that way. That's just to his house. There's definitely no white flowers that way. Bunny. Bunny. No, I didn't mean to click on the plaque.
Margaret's look.
Yes.
Dedicate.
Yes. I'm going to click on here. Oh. We get another achievement for sitting on the bench. I've already done this. A couple of times.
Mutton pies!
No one here.
Oh. Jane.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Blimey, she's good. A 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Okay.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
A little bit.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
She juggle 4.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
It's witchcraft. Yeah. About this mouldy, squishy one. Yeah, the animation is for 4, but they just add 4 or 3 depending.
Told you I could do it. Here's your apple back.
I'm very impressed.
She give us a better apple.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Can we use the worm on the apple?
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
Yes, we can. Okay.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
Oh. Herbs. Herbs.
Oi, put those back!
Sorry. This looks like elderflower.
Damn
to
it.
me.
Okay, it is. Time to torment a child. Damn straight. Right, okay. Excuse me, sir.
Hello again, little worm.
Okay, so what else do we need here? I feel like we were pretty quick. And she hadn't finished.
Various chards and beats.
think it's anything to do with what we've got.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
Maybe while her back is turned, we stab her in the back.
Worm.
Not tempting.
Oi, put those back!
Damn it.
Sorry.
Alright. Okay, so it's nothing to do with whether she's...
Be careful with your apples!
Sorry, miss.
Maybe it's about frequency?
Hello again.
Yes, yes.
Good day.
Fresh produce?
Is that elderflower you're selling?
Aye, perfect for teas and tinctures.
Any good for sore joints?
Aye, penny a bunch.
I'm afraid I don't have any money.
Sorry, miss, does it look like I'm running a charity?
Can we work something out? A trade, perhaps?
I deal in cash only, miss. No coin, no elderflower. What do you take me for?
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
An NPC. Okay. Keep it up.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
What a pitch. Steal it. Well, that's what I'm aiming for.
Yuck, a worm.
She's busy picking up the tin cans.
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
Oh, hang on. Well, you say that, but the second time I did it, I feel like...
Hello again, little worm.
I feel like that just, like we were as quick as we could
I
be.
shan't be dragging any of my possessions through that mess.
We got some poop here.
I shan't be dragging...
Maybe.
I shan't be dragging...
No,
The
okay.
small alley splits the inn.
That's not what I meant to click on. I could try again. I mean, you know, no harm. Why not? I could have sworn I was as quick as I could be. We'll give it again. Another go.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
Oi, put those back!
No, she just immediately got eyes in the back of her head.
Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, layout at the top went a bit weird. When her back is turned, we could shiver or knock her unconscious. Play
I'm
the
not
fiddle?
sure they would be interested. I don't wish to give that away.
I think. Well, we need the apples. So I'll pick that up anyway. What could possibly?
Hello again, little worm.
Keep looking around. If anything comes to mind. So we know where what we need is.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Yep, that's fair.
I can't think of any...
Yep.
I can't think of...
Yep. Okay. Not needed here at all.
Tins of corned beef. Ghastly.
Yep.
A jolly-looking fellow. He'd make a fine snake oil salesman.
Struggling to understand what the problem here is as such, because we can distract her.
I can't just steal the elderflower. There must be another way of getting my hands on it.
Oh. I swap it with a cow's bane. Okay.
I
Because they look
dare
the
you
same.
to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck, a worm.
Sweet. There we go. And she's gone as well. Okay.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
Nice. A swap. Let's hope she doesn't notice. Yeah. Shut up.
I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Okay, she doesn't care about that anymore. Okay, right, we're done. We got the stuff we need. We got the
Fresh
flowers,
Scotch eggs.
so that we can now create the poultice, so we can get the milk for the maid. Okay. In theory, we'll see what else comes up in between.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Wonderful. Hand them over.
Interesting sound effect.
There you go. Tell Mr. Bryden to apply this poultice to the area in question. It works wonders.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Sweet. Yes. Okay, he is on the graveyard. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep moving. There we go. Dip, dip, dip.
Yes?
I've got a poultice for your joints, Mr. Bryden. It was prepared by Mildred Walker.
Who?
You may know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
Yeah.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try.
Do we want to see this? Maybe not.
Oh, that did the trick, lass. I feel like a lad of 20 again.
Oh.
I suppose you'll be wanting me to milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange.
Okay. Does it? I mean, scope doesn't look like.
Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
Does she still produce milk? Oh, because divers do. Like a lad of 20.
There you are, lass. Some fresh milk.
Thank you
In a
very much, Mr.
Rancid
Bryden.
bucket. Eunice the provider. Sorted. Okay. Right. Yeah, maid's in the. Here we are. There we go.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
An awful lot of milk from one goat.
Haven't.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
In a dirty bucket as
Are
well.
you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose. Any road, I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then. Come on over. It's not much further.
Oh, okay. That didn't look big enough to warrant a jump, but sure.
What
Ooh.
time do you call this?
Crescent moon above the
Sorry,
door.
Mum.
Give it here then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, ma'am.
You daft bait! Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased. Get back to your sweeping before I clip you over the head.
Sorry, ma'am.
Goat milk tea. Shep.
How very bucolic. Miss Tompkins looks more anxious every time I see her.
Oh, large
Some
flower.
fine-looking flowers. Miss Fenchurch is a cruel little
Bucolic,
woman,
yeah.
her face set in a permanent scowl.
Word I'm familiar with, but off the top of my head I can't think what it means right now. The butanol.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Yes, yes it is. Relating to the pleasant aspects of the countryside and country life. Oh, see, I always think it sounds like, related to plague or something, probably because of children get colic and then there's bubonic. I guess it kind of, just what it sounds like to me,
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswick.
Are you deaf, girl? Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
Armed guards?
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswick.
Oh, we knew that.
At your disposal.
You're Lord Panswick?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
Finally,
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Well, one of those.
Something like that.
What a twat.
See? I can read your mind, my dear. Now, may I ask, what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh? For what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman. Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Hard. No, building a church to our Lord and Saviour, Cthulhu.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion. And this was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Yes.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswick shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
Religiousness.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again. A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth.
Yes, that's what happened.
But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
Thank you. I am grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Uh-oh.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Let's go buy
Yes.
one then.
But
Farewell, my beauty.
Wait.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Game wasn't expecting me to press
Horace
that.
is
There
the
we go.
leader of this band of merry men.
Yes.
The men look like they've spent many a long day exposed to the harsh moorland weather.
Man. Horace.
They have some decent equipment here. It will be more than useful for the excavation.
They said about men, not about equipment.
Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
Well, isn't that just the way with everyone with power? Man, a folly, yeah. Alright. Go find him some tarts then. Puddings, I mean. The jollies of tarts.
That's not mine to interfere with.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
She is no tart.
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
Might
She's
you
a pudding.
please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
Oh.
My thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
An evil old woman. Her husband just died. So about those puddings.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count.
Literally, I
He
can't
were
go
the
above 10.
cobbler here in Bewley, the most dashing
Oh.
cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him.
The cobbler
Love is
who
precious, pet.
met the
There's naught
goblin.
that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my
You're
own way.
willing to bake
I
puddings.
wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
And with it, you may not. Who knows? Yeah, we'll see.
May I ask who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Okay, so while she's facing the other way, perhaps we can just knock her out with something, maybe?
That's not mine to interfere with. This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy.
Perhaps we can...
The pews are contained within compartments that can be locked. I've seen a similar design in other Norman churches around England, but this is a particularly impressive example.
Thievery time is what I'm thinking.
They are still locked.
It must be in her basket. Because where else would we see them, you know?
The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
I don't want them. So what could we possibly do with the basket? Maybe we could play
I'm
her
not
a
sure they would be
tune?
interested.
Have a Jaffa cake, or 2, or 3, 4, 5. Well, they oh, hang on, Jaffa cakes. Now they used to come in packs of 12, didn't they? Have they dropped that down to 10? So you've got anywhere up to 10. Do you know what? I love Jaffa cakes, but I kind of struggle with them now because since they don't actually have a lot of like calories in them, they tend to throw my blood sugars all over the place. So I ate a Jaffa cake and half an hour later I feel like I'm dying. It's such a shame. Off-brand Jaffa cakes coming packs of 12. They're back to the good old number 12. An old dozen Jaffa cakes. Nice. There's barely anything into them. Eat the whole packet. Don't die. Well, no, it just feels like it because it's horrible. I don't know if you ever had like a blood sugar crash, but they're horrendous at times. Yeah, so just, you know, so I don't eat them as much as I used to because they make me feel bad. But I do love them. But yeah, you could just eat the packet. You know, dumb. All gone. It's fine. I shall live my Jaffa cake fantasies through other people. For loving them, I know, yes. Love me. That's all I ask.
Stained glass depictions of various biblical scenes. It's not my specialist area.
Just boring. One go. Not over to it. Fair. No, of course. That's fair. I won't. I won't. I won't make you. Oh, you just ate for it. Yeah, that makes sense. I will not encourage you to make yourself feel ill or do yourself any harm. So.
Extraordinary craftsmanship.
I haven't looked at the ceiling
I can
before.
admire the craftsmanship from afar.
Well, you'll have to. It's the ceiling. Yes, you look after yourself. Don't eat too many Jaffa cakes like I would. Okay, again, what do we got here? What are we gonna do? So tempting, very tasty. Yes.
I really don't want a mutton pie or a Scotch egg.
Fair enough.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
Okay, that rules that out.
It's probably safer if I don't draw any more attention to myself.
Do you know what? The odd thing is, I'm not, like, I've never been interested in Scotch eggs. I feel like I couldn't eat one cold. I don't like cold eggs for some reason. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about them. And it doesn't appeal to me with, like, cold, like, sausage meat and stuff. For anyone who's not aware, Scotch egg is basically a boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat and breadcrumb. And sort of deep fried, usually. But if it were a hot Scotch egg, now that sounds tasty. Wait, there's a man outside. There's a different man. Who is this man? He's over here where you grew up. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Good day.
Hello there.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting.
Call it the Dutch word for bird's nest. Oh, interesting, because they're quite a dense thing. I think of bird's nest, I think of, lots of space and very, made of individual sticks and things like that. Don't get deep fried here, though. Really? I thought that deep fried was required, essentially, to keep the whole thing intact. Additionally served with tomato sauce with mashed potatoes. Hot or cold? But yeah, I thought, obviously you wrap them in breadcrumb, and then I thought they had to be deep fried just to, like, seal them in, essentially. And to make sure it's cooked through, of course, because I want to make sure the meat is cooked. Hot, typically. See, now that's good. I can live with that. But here they sell them in like the chilled section, obviously pre-cooked. But they're just like nah, doesn't appeal that way.
What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea.
Oh.
You want a bite?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Interesting. Now, why would we need to talk to him? We already have the help we need, in theory. What role does he play? You'd have one cold, but hot is way better. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, of course, lots of people do to eat them cold. So, I understand that's probably just a me thing.
I've not seen him round the village before.
What am I doing again? Oh yeah, tarts. Rum. Oh yeah, I dipped in here before I shot out again to see the Ralph man.
I have nothing else to...
Okay. Tommy, please. Sorry, you heard that grumbling.
I have nothing else to...
I need lunch, obviously. Hmm. You know what, with that said, perhaps I'll call it here. It's 10 minutes early. Or 12. 11 and a half, whatever. But, I'll call it now. I'll go get myself some lunch. We can raid out to Azimuth, who is playing... Let me just make sure. I think she's playing Planet Zoo. Yeah, which I've grown quite fond of lately. Like the idea of that. It's added to my long list of games to get at some point. Yes, let's make sure we save. So what are we looking for? Tarts. There we go. Make sure it's saved. Yes, it did. Good. What are you having? I don't know. Hang on, let me quit out. Yes. There we go. Make sure I get the right thing. There we go. Puddings. No, it's definitely tarts. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have. I could make a sandwich or I could make some nudes. I don't know. I'll see what I feel like when I get to the kitchen. How much I feel like doing. But I shall, yeah. I'm going to have to do, I don't know. Grab some food either way. Sorry, yeah, it was a bit of an abrupt end. It just suddenly came to me. I was like, do you know what? I'm really hungry. I better go. But yeah. So we'll work on the tarts early next week. Interesting. We're making some progress at least. I'm glad we're getting somewhere. And some of it is not too confusing. It's just a matter of, again, same old point and click stuff. Just go everywhere and try everything. See what happens. But no, thank you all for being here. Much appreciated. Thank you for the hydrates. And thank you all for the chats. I hope you feel better soon, Summer. And same for you, 8-Bit Better. Hope you are feeling better soon as well. Thank you all for being here. Todus, you as well. Have a good night. Tries to sneak. Sneak the ice cream. Hydrate. Thank you. Last one. Thank you, Didi. 1 second. There we go. Thank you for keeping me alive and well hydrated, I guess. I was going to say drank. That's not. Are you raiding? I am indeed. When I can remember to type. Where are we? This is a slash, isn't it? Because that's a normal one. Not my own. See, I'm remembering. It's only been a couple of years. No, not it. No. What am I thinking? Oh yeah. That should be her. There we go. Yes. Okay. Yeah. For anyone who's not aware, Azimuth is my sister, and she started streaming. She streams on PlayStation only because it's what she has access to. And Internet Sunday. Ooh, nice. Yeah, and like I said, she's been doing cozy games, as she says, with Disney Dreamlight Valley mostly. But yeah, she's been playing playing Planet Coaster recently, but also the last couple of days she's been playing Planet Zoo. I much prefer Planet Zoo personally, making animals happy. But you know, that's just me. But anyway, that's what we're raiding out to. So she's been going a little while because she's died not long after me. Okay, no problem. Right, so take care, everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. I hope you all look after yourselves. Planet Zoo. No. Yeah, we will be back. I'm going to say maybe Tuesday. Although the cat has the vets on Tuesdays, so if it may be Wednesday instead, I don't know. I'll have to see how quickly I get back and how I'm feeling. But we'll be back with more of this. Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, so just look after yourselves, everyone. Thank you again for being here. It's been very fun. I love it all. And take care. I'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Bye.